went out with a guy once on a first date who brought a snake to dinner to seem cool.
Stop it.
It escaped, and they had to evacuate the restaurant.
What? No
The snake
way.
got loose, and then chaos broke out, and he got banned. And he ghosted me. That's a text message we just got in at 41061 because the trend is going viral of people sharing the things they did to try to impress somebody on a first date, but it went sideways.
We're not going to live there for a second. A guy brought a whole snake on a date.
Text in with yours or call us up 888-343-1061 if you've ever tried to impress somebody on a first date and then it went horribly wrong. Another person said that a guy faked a British accent the whole date.
Stop.
To try to impress them.
That takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. Until he said y'all. And then ran out of the restaurant.
He embarrassed himself.
Said he pretended to have a British accent to seem more exotic and charming. Midway through dinner, he slipped up and said y'all. And then she called him out and he panicked and ran out of the restaurant.
I mean, when you're caught, you're caught. What's the point in continuing with the date?
Well, what was the plan there? You were just going to have a British accent forever and always?
Or just as long as you needed to, I guess. But I have a feeling that a lot of guys do this.
You don't think past the first date.
You're right.
I've done a Boston accent on a date before.
Stop.
You have,
it.
Producer
In
Brad?
fact, still, even when we travel for work, you guys don't ever see it, but I'll do a Boston accent at like the front desk and stuff.
Why Boston?
I don't know.
Wait, can you
I have no
do
idea.
it? I don't know what it sounds like.
Oh gosh. It sounds a little bit like Peter Griffin. I got to put the oil in the car. Okay, so hey, good morning. I was wondering, do you know where I could find the vending machine?
And that's the accent you chose for a first date?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like British, I guess.
makes no sense.
At all. How did it work? Did it work?
Oh, it always works. Look at me.
Sorry I'm late. I just had to park the car.
Oh, my God. Excuse me, what did you say?
Somebody else said that somebody tried to impress them on a first date by paying for the date with Monopoly money because they thought it would be funny.
It is
And
kind
then
of
the
funny.
waiter got security, I guess.
That's the waiter's fault.
Right.
It is kind of funny. Just like follow up with real money real quick, you know?
Yeah, it would be funny, but look how rich I am. Since the guys are always trying to do that to impress women on a first date.
Yeah.
Text in 41061. Call us up 888-343-1061. What's something you did on a first date to try to impress somebody, but it went sideways? Somebody else said that she pretended to be fluent in Italian at an Italian restaurant. And then the waiter started speaking Italian back to her fluently.
These people don't think things through.
Why? That sounds like when you're a kid and you try to make up a language. You're like,
Yeah.
You're like, da 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 da. Yeah, don't you know I can speak such and such, friend? And they're like, no, that's not at all what that is.
She said that she just said bellissimo 10 times. And then she had to admit that she just Googled some phrases to try to impress the person she was out with.
That's so funny.
I had a date in college, and I had told her I was a pilot. I was not yet a pilot. And so I said, yeah, I'm a pilot. She's like, oh my gosh, let's go see where you fly for our date. And I was like, yeah, cool. And so I had my flight instructor pull the plane out and like make it look good and stuff. And we had like a picnic in the plane. And she's like, where are we going? And I legally couldn't fly the plane yet.
Yeah.
And so she found out and she was like, so you're not actually a pilot. I was like, it's pretty common to stretch the truth, right?
Yeah, I'm caught, right? Yeah. I mean, look, it's like a first date, right? We're both lying.
It's still cool, right? That we had a picnic in a plane, right?
That is cool.
She walked away.
Like, you expect me to believe you work at Applebee's? Come on.
Right.
We're both lying.
Yeah.
That's like the guy that told me he was a firefighter, but he stocked vending machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
I know.
Someone texted in at 41061 and said they went on a date with a guy who dove into a pond to save ducklings.
Aww.
It turned out to be decorations.
Was he hot?
No idea.
Could you imagine the absolute shame you would feel?
Yeah.
I was going to be so cool.
I was going to be a
then it was-
hero and save these ducklings.
Classic.
Also, how do you know the ducklings need to be saved?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wait. He jumped into water where ducks go.
Yeah.
To save them.
ducklings.
Which would be hot under normal circumstances.
No, they just live there. They're just
Yeah,
existing
they're probably
there.
just chilling in the water, though.
That's what it's supposed to be.
If
But if
ducklings
he's
were in the road, maybe.
But if he looks at you and goes, they're in distress, I can tell. I'd believe that.
He's a vet now.
Could be a hero, yeah. Somebody else said that she was pretending to be vegan for a guy that she went out with.
Oh.
And then got caught eating a bacon cheeseburger when he went to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Said it was the ultimate betrayal. He came back to find her mid-bite and mid-lie. And left the date right away.
Imagine being so not vegan, you need a fix of meat.
On the date.
Yeah, like, I just have to have a burger. I'm not vegan at all, but this guy's hot. Our phone break happens every single hour on the 20s. Your next one is coming up right after this. And then right after that is Nina's What's Trending. And don't forget, you're never more than 20 minutes away from Lady Gaga tickets. So every 20 minutes, your chance to win tickets to see the Gogs.
Gogs.
Just listen for the cue to call and then call us up.
It's another Jubal phone prank.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Did you just back away from the... Oh, hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. I'm sorry. Let me go into another space. 1 second. Let me just go into another space right without this. Hang on 1 second. So sorry about that. Just got to close the door real quick. Okay.
Oh my God. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Who is
Yes, I'm looking for Andrew.
Yeah, this is Andrew. Who's this?
Yeah, hello, Andrew. My name is Ted Thibodeau, and I'm calling from Storage, the place where you keep your classic 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'm calling you today because there's been a little bit of an issue that I need to discuss with you. And so sorry about the beginning of that phone call there. It's kind of noisy, and so I just, can't come inside.
What's going on? Do we miss a payment? What's going on? Do we owe you for the month?
Get
or
away
what?
from, please just step away from it. Step away. Step away. I'm so sorry. I close the door
Hello?
again. I closed the door again. Sorry about that. I can't.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. Can you get to the point here?
Well, yes. So how do I put this elegantly? Your car, your 1967 classic Ford Mustang that you're storing with us here at the storage company. Unfortunately, that 1967 Mustang is dead and gone, I think.
What do you mean? What do you mean dead and gone? Well, what happened?
I mean that Mustang is dead. That Mustang is gone, and I'm so sorry.
What happened to my car?
Well, yes, I'm so sorry. I know I'm taking my sweet time getting
Get
to
to
it.
the point. What happened to my car?
Well, goats happened, and then maybe some chickens, and then it was ravaged.
Ravaged by what? Are you kidding me? Can you explain to me what happened to my car?
Yes, let me just look at it and make sure on something real quick. I'm just going to look at the car real quick.
God.
Just see how bad.
Do I have to come down there?
Step away from the vehicle. Step away. Step away. I cannot get them rank. I'm so sorry. Yes. What had happened
is this for real? What?
Well, as an effort for the community, we decided to hold a little petting zoo for anybody that lives in the community to come by with their children's to pet the goats and things like that. And the goats took quite a liking to your vehicle, so much so that they broke the windows, got in there, pretty much ate all the upholstery and some chickens, and gotten in the engine and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know if it's a total loss yet, but I mean,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that these animals got in my car?
Yes.
How the does that even happen? How does that even happen?
Well,
why the you have a petting zoo near my car?
We had a goat here with horns. He's still ramming away at it. He's just ramming away at it. I don't know if it's the color or what, but he is ramming away at it. So he's putting.
Have you called animal control? Have you called the police? Is this what are you guys doing?
Well, I hadn't thought about calling the police. I don't know if they can put handcuffs.
Oh my God!
I've never seen a goat in handcuffs. I don't think they can arrest the goats.
I'm coming down there right now. You better be there. What's your name? You better be there. I am going to come down there right now. And you know what? And if you don't have this under control, if you don't call animal control, I'm going to get down there myself. I'm going to kick these goats in the face if you don't get them away from my car. Please, get them the out of here.
Hey, Andrew, this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your wife set you up.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, it's a joke. She said that you have a classic Mustang and it's your baby, and she wanted to mess with you.
Oh my God, that was a nightmare. Oh my God, that is so cruel. Are you kidding me? So is my car? My car is okay?
Yeah,
this is like really legit. My car's okay.
It's not being attacked by goats at the moment.
Oh my God.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone pranks. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Give us 3 minutes and we'll give you everything you need to know for the day. It's time for Nina's What's Trending.
When you think about July, what comes to mind? Is it jack-o'-lanterns? Is it Christmas trees?
No.
Is it popsicles and firecrackers and freedom?
Freedom. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, traditionally speaking, yes. But now people are really making Summerween a thing.
Whoa.
That's what it's called.
I've always got it.
It's always been about that,
I'm
yeah.
born with that.
No other kind of summer as far as I'm concerned.
Summerween is a mashup between summertime and Halloween.
Yeah, it
so
is.
jack-o'-lanterns and sunglasses, beach towels with dancing ghosts.
Why?
Yeah,
Because
why?
it's actually, I guess it was inspired by a Disney cartoon called Gravity Falls.
Wait, that's a good show.
So,
It was pretty funny.
well, and this is where it's coming from. So this isn't the first year that Summerween has been a thing. And then also you have the Hallmark Channel taking advantage of Christmas in July, where they run all of their Christmas movies. And then a lot of people do Christmas in July. So it's like everybody wants July to be anything but what it is.
Summer.
Yeah, how much does that suck for July? Because everybody looks forward to July because it's summer.
Yeah.
And then they try to change it?
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess.
But then it kind of messes with you, right? Then you don't have anything to look forward to in the fall.
Well, it's not really Halloween. It's not really Christmas.
Yeah.
You can still look forward to those things. Ain't nobody handing out Christmas gifts in July.
We did used to have, I worked at a resort, and we used to have Santa come in swim trunks, and he used to go on the lazy river with all the kids. And so that was kind of funny. You got to see Santa in July. But then also it's like, okay, Santa, go back to the North Pole. We got some gifts to make. Let's make sure things are running smoothly over there.
Yeah, why is he taking a break?
Yeah.
Like, if Santa gets vacation, what? But if you are into celebrating, we're almost there. Summerween is around the corner.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
Okay, this is actually interesting.
Literally. Around the corner. Meet you outside.
I guess that means different things for different people. So an interesting conversation has sparked and it is trending because a man went to go see Lilo and Stitch by himself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
a man in the UK went to go see the movie. So he's in the movie theater alone. A mom goes and she brings her kid and she decides to create this conversation that's gone viral about whether or not it's weird for him to be in the theater to watch Lilo and Stitch alone.
Maybe he doesn't have anyone to go with him.
Yeah, only if he's being weird.
Yeah.
He might want to see the movie.
Hold on. I really like the original animated movie.
Yeah.
I would go see Lilo and Stitch
It's a good
without
yeah.
my child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go see it.
I don't think there's anything weird with it at all. But this woman made it a big deal and is like, am I being unreasonable for saying that there's a man here that's all weird and
Is
stuff?
that your Australian accent?
No, I think I was trying to do the UK one.
Oh.
But
This is in Australia?
No, the UK.
Oh. Thanks, Victoria, for the confusion. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I guess, can't a dude just do anything and, that's not okay? Why is this creating such a problem?
I mean,
Yeah.
because I think that she's being like, okay, is he scouting out? Is he being gross? But I think the guy just really wanted to see the movie.
But girls take themselves on cute little solo dates.
Right.
So if a guy did that, I feel like that's also not weird.
I know. That's why it's actually trending so much, is because she made such a stink about it, and everybody else is like, lady, let the man live.
Yeah.
I hope that's what the comment section is.
Well, it is actually. 95% of them were saying that the man was
Yeah,
fine.
he might have just
good.
wanted to see the movie.
Yeah.
Also, it could be a creep too.
Yeah, it could be, but there's no evidence.
Yeah, exactly. There's
In the
creeps
absence
everywhere.
of evidence. Just a guy who wants to see a movie.
I hope so. 95% of people believe that was the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I take myself to see Belle.
Yeah, but you're a creep.
What?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. You know why you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the movie.
Weirdo. Seriously. What a weirdo.
That's what's trending.
What does an adult woman need to see that beast for?
By herself.
What do you mean? Have you seen the Beast? He was odd.
Also,
See?
where's
Exactly.
where's the adult?
Right. Yeah, how'd she get in?
Yeah.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Avery is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Ryder. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Avery, how long has it been since you heard from Ryder?
Yeah, so it's been about, it's been about 2 weeks since I've heard from him. We went on this really lovely date where we went biking, like actual biking, and we went to the park and down the trail, and I was trying to play it cool. I was having a good time, but I got to be honest, y'all, I haven't ridden a bike since like 8th grade PE. So I definitely fell twice.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It may have even been 3 times, but but Ryder was so sweet. He was a total gentleman. He helped me up, and he laughed with me. He laughed with me, not at me.
Okay.
And so I thought he was super charming, and that it was going well. We stopped for smoothies. Afterwards, we sat by the lake. We talked for like over an hour. It was so sweet. It was just one of those like unexpected connection moments. And he was so chill. Like, Ryder is annoyingly attractive and confident, but not cocky at the same time. And when I spoke, he listened. He actually listened to me talk about everything, including my really weird little pottery side hustle that I have.
I love how excited we get when somebody listens to us.
It's always nice when somebody listens to you. Yeah,
you know, we hear that a lot on these first date follow-ups, and I mean, I get it, but it's the simple things really that get us hooked.
I know. I agree, and he just made me feel really cool and safe, and like I wasn't being judged even when I crashed into that sign.
Oh no!
I haven't had that kind of connection in a very long time. So it felt spontaneous and easy, and like not forced. And I'm not trying to plan a wedding or anything or rush anything, but I just want to know what happened.
Yeah. Do you know what could have happened? I mean, obviously it wasn't your falling because he stuck around for a while after that.
Sounds like we don't know that for a fact, but
that would be terrible. Did anything else happen?
Yeah, guys, I don't know, but the one thing I can think of is that there was this one moment where I panicked when a squirrel ran across the path. And I don't mean like a little panic. I full blown freaked the F out. It was not my best moment, but I tried to play it off, and so I just screamed at the squirrel and was like, "Not today, little demon!" But he laughed. He laughed. He seemed like he wasn't weirded out. You know, almost seemed like he was taking the joke with me. He didn't seem like, oh my gosh, this is a full-grown adult woman having a meltdown over a squirrel on the bike path.
So like it was a real meltdown, not just like a
Yeah, I was not expecting that squirrel.
Okay. So you think maybe that's what might be the reason that you are getting ghosted? Is just the reaction to the little demon squirrel?
That's got to be it, because nothing else happened. Everything else went so beautifully. I can't think of anything else that would have thrown it off.
Well,
okay.
He fell off the bike also.
We'll see if that is the reason. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. We'll get your first date follow-up next.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Avery is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Ryder. So we're about to call him and see if he will tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date if she still wants one. But first, Avery, remind us about your date real quick before we call him.
Sure. So about 2 weeks ago, I had the most wonderful date with a guy named Ryder. We went biking on a bike trail, and it was so much fun, but it was my first time biking in many, many years. So I did fall a few times, but he helped me back up. And other than that, we got smoothies, and we had a really great time with a lot of great talking. And I have not heard from him since. The only thing that I can think of that might have scared him off is when we were biking, a silly little squirrel ran out in front of me, and I freaked out because I don't like rodents. But that's all I can think of. I texted him the next day, and I thanked him for a great date, and I sent him a picture of me smiling with a smoothie a few days later to be like, oh, look, we did smoothies. But I have gotten nothing back from him, so I'd love to see what he says.
All right. Are you ready for us to call him?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ryder, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Ryder, how are you? This is the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Hi, Ryder. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, hello.
What's up? How are you? And my name's Jubal, by the way. Have you ever listened to the Jubal Show?
I think I have heard the show before, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Oh, wait. Is this about Avery?
Oh, you knew right away.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah. Well, we do a segment called the First Date Follow-Up on our show. Maybe you already knew that, I guess. Where if you ghost somebody and they don't know why, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask. So, yes, it is about Avery.
Oh.
Do you have a second to tell us why you're ghosting her?
Yeah, I mean, I figured this might come up eventually.
Oh, really? What happened?
I mean, she's beautiful, like drop dead gorgeous, but she sent me this photo, and it was her in like unicorn underwear holding a smoothie and doing this wink face. I don't know. It was really bizarre. I mean, I opened it during lunch at work, and I almost choked on my tortilla chips.
So you didn't like it?
You've really painted the picture,
Oh.
Ryder.
It was like she was trying to be, it was like a 6-year-old trying to be sexy. That's what it felt like. It was kind of creepy.
Not the six-
It was creepy.
Yeah, a little bit like, too, I don't know.
It's not often you hear a dude say that with getting a picture like that.
Never, actually. Was it the unicorns that made it that way, or was it the whole thing?
It was the whole thing, but yeah, the unicorns really pushed it over the edge.
Okay.
All right, so that's the reason you're ghosting her, is she creeped you out with trying to send you a sexy picture.
Yeah, and there was some other stuff too. It's like, so she calls her bed the snuggle headquarters.
You don't like that?
That's kind of cute.
Like elementary school. I mean, she was also like sipping her smoothie and being like, yummy, sippy, I love it. You know, I'm just
Okay,
like,
baby talkie.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Ryder, thank you for being honest with us and tell us why you're ghosting her. Now I'll let you know that she's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you. Probably, maybe in baby talk. I don't know.
Are you at Snuggle headquarters?
Wait,
Oh, shoot.
so you didn't like the unicorns? For real? Like, those are sexy.
Hey, Avery.
Hi. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that being playful is like a deal breaker now.
I mean, it's not that you're being playful. It's just like, I don't know. I barely knew you, and all of a sudden I'm looking at you in like Lisa Frank lingerie, holding a smoothie. I mean, you kind of treated it like it was a mic drop moment or something. I don't know. It was weird.
I was dropping a mic of joy and love and body positivity. And I mean, come on, that could have been yours.
I mean, look, you are totally a vibe, and you're very beautiful. I just don't think I'm like your vibe. You know, I live in the real world. You seem to live in like a glitter dimension where like squirrels call like these meltdowns and smoothies have feelings. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I should have mentioned that I have a fear of rodents, and squirrels are basically rodents because I know I was a little bit dramatic, but it freaked me out. Okay. And I don't know what you're talking about. Smoothies definitely have feelings.
What does that mean?
Well, you clearly don't have feelings or have any understanding of fun in life. I didn't realize you were this serious. It's such a bummer.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, he said earlier that like squirrels cause meltdowns and smoothies don't have feelings, and I was just saying, what if they do?
I don't know. It's a little much for me. It just feels like I'm dealing with like elementary school. I don't know.
Whoa. Writer, what would you like for a woman to send to you? Just a perfect portrait in business casual, like fully covered. I don't know, maybe like regular lingerie without like unicorns and glitter and stuff. I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'll just find somebody who doesn't have emotional panic when they see sparkles.
What?
Well, Ryder, would you like another date with Avery? We'll pay for it.
No, I think I'm good. She's one of a kind, but I think we live on different planets.
Well, that's totally fine. You can have fun with a woman who likes to role play like they're in business meetings or church or court or something boring like you.
Wow.
Look, you can tell the smoothie I said sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you're the one who's going to be sorry when you're bored and you're wishing for unicorns or you're wishing for something fun and sparkly because your next date is with a girl that's totally beige.
Laughing.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
What's the last thing that you posted on social media? It's a Jubal Show. I asked the question because there's a list going viral of what your Instagram captions actually say about you.
Okay.
And we'll go over it right now so you can see if it's accurate.
It's like therapy.
Vacation captions. If you capture a vacation picture with "take me back," "out of office," "mentally still here," "catching flights, not feelings,"
Hey, man.
or "views for days," here's what it says. It says it's used when you've traveled to the most Instagrammable place and you need everybody to know that you own a passport. It also says you've done nothing interesting since this trip and you're still emotionally in Cancun, even though physically you're at your 9 to 5 hating your life.
Okay.
That's it. That's true.
It's also a good way to do your thirst traps, like to relive them, bring back old bikini shots.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm here.
I didn't have an outfit of the day to post, so here's that one time I was on vacation. Speaking of those posts, we're going over a list that's going viral of what your Instagram posts actually say. Selfie and outfit captions. If you caption it, "felt cute, might delete later," OOTD, "just because," "serving looks," or "this is me trying." Here's what it says it actually means. It means you look good and you want compliments without sounding like you're fishing, even though you are. 100%. Yes.
Could you imagine if someone put that? I'm looking for compliments, please.
Yeah.
What?
I like my
That would be
outfit
so
today, and I
refreshing.
feel like I look good, and I don't know if anybody's going to compliment it, so please would you?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
I'd give you a compliment. I'd be like,
100%.
okay, looks amazing.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. I do always say when I need a self-esteem boost, I'll post a selfie.
Yeah.
Because I feel really bad about myself. I'm like, let's just see if this makes me feel better.
But you should just be like, I'm posting this because I don't feel good.
Yeah, when somebody uses the might delete later, I'm like, shut up.
You're not
You
gonna
know
delete that.
that's one you don't ever want to delete.
Right.
That's why. You want people to be like, no, why would you ever delete that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Please don't delete.
Yeah. We're going over a list that's going viral of what your Instagram captions actually say about you. Photo dump captions like "life lately" or "March dump" or "randoms" or "camera roll vibes" or "little moments."
Victoria does this every month.
Victoria
does.
photo, yeah, you do the dumps for sure.
Well, yeah, because I just have a lot of pictures and I didn't post from one single thing, but now you just get a dump of everything that's gone on this month.
It says it's used when you want to post, but you can't commit to a theme. So you call it a dump just to
Well.
justify all the chaos.
That actually fits your personality
That
perfectly.
works.
It says it's not a life update. It's a chaos collage of selfies, sunsets, a latte, or your friend's blurry elbow.
That's so accurate.
Wow.
Leave my life dumps alone. They're cute.
We're going over a list that's going viral of what your Instagram posts actually say about you. Event captions like birthdays, weddings, etc. "What a night, still recovering, best day ever." So much love, all the feels. It says it's used when you are at something aesthetic and emotional, but don't have the energy to type more than 3 words.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But also, I don't think a lot of people want to read more than 3 words. So
That's very true.
I'm looking out for everyone who's going to see it. Like, if they see it and there's a whole, 10-page autobiography about what happened the night before, they're not going to like that because who cares?
I think it's interesting. I love the story.
Really?
Yeah, I like knowing what's actually going on.
Oh, that's cute. I don't know.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people are like, no, too many words.
Yeah, if you have to hit more, people aren't doing it.
Ooh, Yeah.
Nobody cares.
That's where the good stuff is, guys. That's where it gets juicy. People
What?
spill the tea in the more.
They don't spill the tea. They just put a lot of boring words. No offense if you do it, but
Okay, well, I do that. So the tea is in the more.
Wellness or self-care captions.
Okay, bring it on.
Here's what it says that it actually says about you. Taking time for me. Growth looks good on me. Or in my healing era. Or protecting my peace. Main character energy. Those
That's
kind of
me,
captions.
man. Protecting my peace is very me.
It says you're either doing really well or really not well.
It is the latter.
Almost always, right?
You want to package it in a calm, sage-burning way.
Yeah.
It says you journaled once and blocked your ex. Now you think you're a guru. You're not healing.
Don't look at me
You're
like
hiding
that.
behind buzzwords and mood boards while projecting your chaos through a canvas of quotes.
I do journal almost every night, though, so it's not once.
It is very true, though. Those kind of captions only happen when you're great and you're like, I just want to help people out. Or you're like, I'm really struggling and I need a reminder for myself more than anybody else. So I'm going to share this.
Yeah. It's okay. Do that. We'll keep sharing together.
And it's funny because I'll share motivational stuff a lot. And I truly mean it because motivation has helped me a lot. I've been through a lot of mental struggles in my life and I struggle all the time with stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But most of the time it's because I'm doing great. And I want to help people, but it never comes across that way. People are always like, are you okay, bro?
No one ever believes
No.
Jubal is okay.
They never do.
It doesn't matter how he could be doing the coolest thing in the world. He could be look so happy. We're like, is he gonna be okay?
Yeah. I'll be doing a TikTok live and I could be juggling and telling jokes and laughing. And they're like, bro,
what's wrong?
what's wrong, dude? Are you okay? And I'm like, I'm great. Do I not look okay?
Nobody ever believes.
No.
He's got resting not okay face.
Yeah, I do. I just have a vibe of not okay all the time.
But you could be
also-
smiling.
They care about you.
I don't.
That's a takeaway.
I don't know if they do.
I was gonna say, because he could be smiling, just doing a dance. On our last Jubal Show post, that's what we were doing, smiling, dancing. And I saw 3 comments being like, dude, what's wrong with Jubal? Is Jubal okay? And I'm like,
Are you serious?
I'm like, dang, you homie,
Yeah.
just dancing.
People never think I'm okay, ever.
When it's the dudes, it feels way judgy.
It's so funny. It's so
You
weird.
okay, bro?
Yeah.
You loser. As he sits there at their keyboard at their 9 to 5. That's funny.
It's time.
To catch a cheater.
Only on the Jubal Show.
Maya is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her husband of 1 year, Eddie, might already be messing around. So we'll talk to her right now and see if he is. Hopefully not. But Maya, thank you for your email. Thanks for coming on the show to do this. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I believe Eddie is cheating. I mean, he's always in a weirdly good mood and has been like very much extra happy lately, has been bringing me flowers and then asking if I want to go out to dinner and been really complimentary.
Okay, those are good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are good things, but they are not normal Eddie things. Like, I mean, we've been together before we got married for years and I know how he rolls. And suddenly this is like when we first started dating and my Spidey senses are saying that he's up to something.
Okay.
I mean, like maybe he's overcompensating because he feels guilty.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think it's guilt?
I do. I honestly do because he didn't treat me this nice, except for like the first month that we started dating. And then, you know, things kind of just become more normal. And it's like, hey, let's just watch some Netflix and go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, you do. Like we're normal people instead of like first date. But he's acting like he's on a first date with me, but not with me. And it's just weird.
Is there anything else that kind of validates your Spidey sense? Like, I'm sure you've been looking for stuff.
Right. So he signed up for a gym membership and has been spending a lot of time in the shower. And also he's been taking his phone in with him, which before he'd always been like, we're going to keep electronics out of the bathroom because it gets humid. And so now he's like in there with his phone.
I mean, if he always went into the bathroom with his phone to shower, that's fine. Because that's something he always did. But if it's new, whenever the phone habits change, that is always a sign.
Because it's that one spot. It's like the only time you get your alone time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been like weirdly protective of it. So if it like rings or whatever, he's just like, "Oh, I got it. Hold on," and then he like goes into the bathroom.
Yeah, people who are protective of the phone, they're hard to trust. Or when they start putting the phone with the screen down when they never put it that way before.
Ooh.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Ooh, so when they walk away, you flip the phone over and you look at who sent messages. Cause
Except he's been taking it to the bathroom. I know. I would do that. Except he's been taking it with him everywhere he goes now.
maybe he's checking out his body.
I wish he'd do any cool stuff like that.
Well, maybe it really is, though. Like, he's been going to the gym. Maybe that's been making him feel better. Maybe he does go take pictures of himself for before and after. Maybe he's just feeling himself a little too much and is embarrassed by it. Like, Jubal, don't you take more pictures of yourself since you've been working out every single morning?
Yeah. I mean, I film my workouts every day. I do it because I look at it and then I look at the form.
Or check yourself out.
Yeah. Whenever I tell anybody that, they're like, yeah, right. I'm like, I do. But then also I might want to post it, you know, because I like to post my workout stuff. And then also, why not check yourself out from time to time? Be like, hey, I'm seeing results. So maybe that could be it.
Yeah.
There's no way he's recording himself at the little rinky-dink gym he signed up for. Like, I barely think he could get off the Stairmaster without having a heart attack.
Okay.
Maya is not having it.
Yeah. And have you ever suspected him of cheating before?
No.
No. Okay. I'm sorry that you're going through this.
It's been driving me crazy.
And people come to us as a last resort. I know that. Like, they have no other, they feel like they don't have another option. So we'll try to catch him. You already told us what grocery store you guys are rewards card member at. So we'll pretend to be from there. Call him and tell him that every single month we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our beautiful new and improved floral department that does delivery now, and see if he believes that and then who he sends the flowers to. Okay. He sends them to you or someone else.
Okay.
All right. We'll play a song, come back and get your To Catch a Cheater next.
It's time
To catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
If you're just joining us for today's To Catch a Cheater, Maya is on the phone and she suspects that her husband of a year might be cheating on her. And before we give him a call and try to catch him, Maya, why don't you tell everybody what's going on? Refresh everybody's memory.
Yeah, I think he's been cheating on me because he's been in a really good mood lately and buying me things and flowers and kind of like almost apologetically taking me out to dinner. I think he's covering.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you this in the first part. Is there anybody that you suspect that he is cheating with?
No, I don't know where he'd meet anybody, honestly. He's kind of a boring person.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, pretend to be from the grocery store that you guys are rewards card members at, and do the usual. Say that every single month we choose one rewards member, totally random, who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. We'll see if he sends those to you or to someone else, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Eddie who shops at...
Yeah.
This is Jordan. I'm head of the customer service team, calling to say congratulations. You're this month's winner.
Thanks. What did I win?
Every single month, we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our beautiful brand new floral department. We completely reimagined it and we do delivery now. So you've won 36 long stem red roses, a box of chocolates,
Oh, cool.
and it can be sent anywhere in the United States, absolutely free, totally on us. It's our way of saying thank you for shopping.
Oh, wow. You don't need my card information or anything, right?
No, I do not. If you know who you want to send the flowers to, I can take that info right now in just a couple minutes, or I can set up a time to call you back.
No, let's do it now.
So first, I would just need the first and last name of the person you'd like to send the flowers to.
Okay. So the first name is Maya. Last name.
You can put a card with this. We have cards for all occasions. So is there something you'd like to send a card?
Yeah, let's just put, just do I love you, sweetheart.
Well, great. And then now all I need to do is tell you that there aren't going to be any flowers delivered at all.
Sorry? What? What do you mean?
Yeah, because I need to tell you this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show.
Oh, hi.
And
I'm
that's-
Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think your significant other is cheating, we try to see if you send flowers to somebody other than who you should be sending flowers to.
So, yeah, you're not cheating.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Okay.
Also, I want to let you know that your wife, Maya, is on the phone.
Okay. Maya?
Huh. That's really, really interesting, Eddie, because I'm surprised you didn't decide to send those flowers to Sandra.
Who's Sandra?
Our neighbor across the street, who you've been because she told me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This was your last chance to come clean, and you even lied to the radio people like you've been lying to me, but she's the only one who's been honest, even though she's a dirty too. I cannot believe you, head. Yeah.
So you already knew, Maya?
I did. I'm sorry. She just told me, she told me in between me sending in the email, and I was just hoping that it wasn't true. And yeah. And I wasn't going to bring her into it until you decided to just lie on the radio as well. So, yeah, he's someone who is as old as his mom. You nasty freak.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, it just started. It's only happened twice.
Only twice. Well, good. Well, guess what? You're only going to have to clean your off the front yard once because I'm throwing it all out there right the now.
Cheating makes me feel like I'm a better husband to you, babe. Like,
what?
Huh.
You haven't. I'm sorry. She makes you feel like you're a better husband to me, your actual wife, who you haven't slept with decently in a long time.
Oh.
I love you more than anything, but these moments with Sandra, like they just make me feel more like the husband that you deserve. Like I feel like a Superman. Like I can do things that I feel like before Sandra and I got together, like I couldn't do before. Like I'm focused better at work. I can be attentive to you because I'm not worried about us, like in the bedroom at all. Like because I've already gotten that urge out of the way with Sandra.
What?
And I just feel like I can focus on things a lot better. And I'm able to clear my head and get that animal urge out of the way. So then that way it's just us and I can be there for both of us. And I felt like before you didn't want to be together sometimes, like, if
I don't understand how having sex with someone who is twice my age somehow makes you feel like you can better take care of me when you haven't been doing that. You've been apologizing because you've been feeling guilty. And guess what? You can marry her later if you want to, or go start your own little polygamy cult, since apparently you want to be doing that. How many women do you need, Eddie?
I don't want anybody but you. I love you. It's just, there were times where we...
Yeah, and Sandra, I can see her house through my bay window. Do you not understand how up that is?
I was always just trying to, I don't know. I was tired of fighting about wanting to have sex. You would always kind of throw me off, and Sandra doesn't... I don't understand how a woman who drives her own golf cart to get to the mailbox can somehow bring out the animalistic urges in you. Can you disconnect him from this call? Because I'm tired of hearing his bullshit.
I just hung up on him.
Maya, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I am so pissed off right now, and that he tried to keep lying even when you guys asked it. Ugh!
I've got to say though, you had some amazing lines. You'll be better off. It sounds like, you already knew what was going on. I understand why you didn't tell us that in the first part. And to me, it sounds like you actually feel better knowing so that you can move on, because it sounds like you were also kind of over ready, which I think you should have been based on that response.
It does help at least knowing that it's not like I could compete with her for attractiveness, because I have 40 years to catch up.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully I can go marry someone who likes someone my age.
I don't know what's going on with that, but this is definitely not a you thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Eddie thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you know that. I'm glad that we were able to find out for you, though.
Me too. Looks like I'm going to have one hell of a garage sale, I guess.
Oh, score.
Yeah.
Sweet. I hear the elderly love garage sales. Maybe you can buy some of his stuff back.
Oh my God.
Give us 3 minutes and we'll give you everything you know. What I'm saying right there. Everything you need to know for the day. It's time for Nina's What's Trending.
If you're that person that doesn't like when the TSA pats you down, there may be an alternative for you because the TSA is exploring a hands-off solution for airport screenings. That means that these agents will be using virtual reality technology to feel passengers' bodies without touching them.
Virtual reality?
So they'll have the VR goggles, headset, whatever you call it, on. I was trying to figure it out. Do you call them goggles?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, headset's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that part. And then they're going to have a glove. And so then the glove is going to just like scan the air and then they'll be able to see it with their VR stuff. So the glove is actually
weird
touching you.
The glove is touching you?
Not physically, but
in the VR world?
In the VR world.
So essentially they're taking that full body scan that you step in and you put your arms up and they're making it creepy?
Yeah, more localized, I guess. So if they're hovering over a certain area.
Oh, well, that's not any better.
I don't know which one I don't like more.
I think I would rather just have someone
just
like
grab my
pat
butt.
my
Feel me.
legs. And, just real quick, let's get this over with. Everyone's watching you. They're watching me. It's faster if you do it.
I just don't mind. I'm like, whatever. It's a show.
Yeah, just
enjoy
grab
yourself. I don't
grab
care.
my butt. Don't pretend to grab
How
it.
awkward is that going to look?
Yeah.
Even more.
Yeah.
I just picture these people dancing around. It's like they're at a party in high.
It's always the creepiest looking one, too.
Yeah.
But also, what
is
if
that?
But they're doing it for you.
But what if you have something that's on like your thigh, so like the inside of your leg, but the glove misses it?
I don't know.
That glove's not going to miss anything, dude.
I don't know.
No.
Wait, and also,
It'll probably take a longer time for them to do that.
Yeah, well.
how see-through is the glove? Like
Can see
how?
everything.
Whoa!
I don't know. It's just a new technology that they're playing with to try to figure out how not to touch you.
They are playing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are.
And you're fine.
Just picture somebody getting that thing, and then there's just like a tiny little from the TSA agent while he's he just keeps going. Wait, what? What was that for?
No.
What are you talking about?
I would rather you touch.
Did you just went
Ew.
No, I didn't. Yes, you did.
I wonder if they would get creeped out if you said,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I do that every time.
Serve it back. There's a new kind of shower, which is just another kind of party that's happening, and it's the grandma showers.
Aw,
Grandma showers are trending.
is it when they have a grandkid?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a grandma. It's basically a shower, like a baby shower, but
yeah.
also for a grandma.
I was literally picturing the trend being sitting down on a little stool in the shower.
What?
And
It's a grandma shower,
and
yeah.
getting one of those showers that you open the door on the side.
like
That's
not-
what I was thinking. That was the trend.
Because the grandma aesthetic was a thing for a while. So that
Well,
makes
it's
sense.
just-
But this is real grandma.
It's nice not to have to stand in there.
Yeah.
Just sit on the floor and let the water hit you.
Oh,
it's really
that
great
feels
when you're
sad. It's less sad if you're on a stool.
I was going to say it feels really good when you're crying. Anyway, so grandma showers are exactly that. Grandma's about to be a grandma for the first time, second time, third time. She gets her own party, her own kind of baby shower. I read this and I was like, this is kind of cool, but what about auntie showers? Do we get auntie showers?
You didn't do anything.
That's too much.
I do it all when the baby gets here.
Yeah,
I am a
after it's
very
here.
active aunt. So I feel like preparing me to be the auntie with all of the
No.
tools, so I don't have to ask to borrow it. Just get me all hooked up. So it's like, I am the aunt to the world.
Sounds very expensive. It sounds already expensive to have a kid, and now you got to have like multiple showers for every single person who's about to also welcome your kid. Guys, just come to the baby shower. We can just drink and hang out there.
It takes a village.
Also, I like how it's like the grandma, so the mom of the mom is like, what about me?
Yeah.
I know you're having a baby, but where's my party?
My family is full of those ladies.
Yeah.
I think we all celebrate. I'm good with it.
No, they're like,
Auntie
I'm going to
shower.
plan the baby shower too. Okay,
And it's going to be a
Mom.
grandma shower.
Yeah.
Screw you. You didn't do much.
No mention of
You
the
couldn't even
baby.
do what you did if I didn't have you.
And at the actual baby shower, they've been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's not special, just so you know.
Wait till you go to my shower. It'll be a good one. Anyway, that's what's trending.
All right, and don't forget, June 22nd, you can come see the show live on stage at the Tacoma Comedy Club. All you have to do to get tickets to that is just go to thejubalshow.com and click on
On stage. It's
On
up in the
stage.
top menu there.
Thank you,
We
producer.
could
Yeah.
make it like a shower. What kind of shower? Like our,
Whoa.
like, you know,
What?
like a party.
A shower show?
Like a shower, like the show shower.
not calling
yeah.
it that.
But you
Well,
don't have to bring us gifts. It'll just like,
You can get backstage meet and greet passes
Oh,
on
yeah.
that site too. We got a new. So yeah, that'll be like a shower.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'll stop now.
So the
No
Jubal
gift
Show
required.
shower show live on stage at the Tacoma Comedy Club. Everything just changed now.
Yeah. I got to change the whole plan.
Throw
for
all the
show.
plans out the window.
A whole new show now.
Yeah.
Maybe we make some real money
Yeah,
now.
for real. Bring your dollar bills.
The Jubal Show, Moulin Rouge.
You can get tickets if you go to thejubalshow.com and click on stage. That's June 22nd at the Tacoma Comedy Club.
Jubal's got the handheld shower.
Jubal's dirty little secret.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's up? You have a dirty little secret?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
So, well, a couple of months ago, I worked in construction and I got laid off work. And so, which is tough. And my sister was nice enough to say, you need a place to crash for a bit till you get back up on your feet and stuff. And so I did that. And
That's sweet.
yeah. And then still having trouble finding work. So, I heard of this thing online where, people, you can women would sell their undergarments, like their underwear and stuff to,
Yeah.
and pays pretty well. So, basically, I thought, she probably wouldn't notice, and she's out all day and I'm there. And so I just took a couple of pair and wanted to see what would happen. And I've been selling her underwear online and getting paid pretty well for it. And I felt bad at first, but I figured, guys gotta make a living somehow. And yeah.
She has no idea that you're doing that.
You sell your sister's underwear?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah,
going to
well-
tell us that you were selling yours. I was like, I bet you there's a market for that.
Oh, God.
There's girls
no
out
one
there,
would.
women.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would buy my briefs.
You'd be surprised.
yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody out there looking for just you've got just what they want.
I mean, you could probably sell yours and your sister's and be like, look, it's siblings.
Oh my goodness. The sad thing is
man.
that would definitely work. You could definitely see people buying it.
You're right. The creepier, the better.
Well,
How does she not?
well, now you're giving me ideas. Yeah.
How does she not notice that they're not gone? As soon as her
Well,
door's going to be
I'm
empty.
trying Yeah. Well, at first, it wasn't too bad, but then it came to a point where, she's gonna do her laundry and she's gonna notice that something's going on. So I was trying to be strategic about it. So I've been replacing them, the ones that I've been selling, and for maybe every 5 pair that I sell, I'll replace a couple and try and match them as best I can. She hasn't noticed.
How many pairs does she have?
Yeah.
I would notice.
Yeah, well, enough. And it's so the issue now is one of her coworkers is actually one of my best customers.
Yeah.
And, so I that's a little too close, to the source, I guess. So
The source.
but I've been making good money, so now I don't know what to do. So.
Well, thank you for telling us your dirty little secret, and I hope it all works out for you. And I hope your sister never stops wearing underwear, and then the well dries up.
And if it does, I'd start selling your own.
I'll try.
What's your dirty little secret?